If I make a video about a tier list of this, I would have to make videos in between. My opinion, I have a lot of opinions on a lot of things too. That's the thing. Like, I feel like I would make a darn good tier list because I have a lot of opinions when it comes to some things. Like how, for instance, this guy will play. I think that he's going to be here 100%. I think that he's going to affect the drive gauge at a level that you're going to be forced to parry. You're going to want to get it on him. And the guys who are good with him, they're going to feel like this. I think he's always going to be here, maybe between A and B, but I think he's going to feel like this. Because when people get really good with this in a game like Street Fighter 6, like when I get really good with this in a game like Street Fighter 6, the fact that he has zoning tools and he has go-in tools, I get the best of both worlds. I love both. I get the best of both worlds, and you know, he's gonna affect the drive gauge. I can affect the drive gauge from full screen. You know, you're gonna be guessing on parries. I mean, his fakes are gonna be nasty. Like he's gonna fake his jab instead of throwing the limb out, and you're gonna use drive gauge. Like it's gonna get that ridiculous. You know, and I think that somebody like this is gonna feel like he's up here, but I don't think he's ever gonna really be up here. I think people that master him is gonna make it feel like he's here. Yeah. Same thing with Marissa. Speaking of your character, I feel like Marissa, I think in the very beginning, she's going to be here. We're going to put her here. Oh my God, that's so ridiculous. You know, she can charge her buttons and da 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 da. But as the meta develops, I would put Marissa between A and B. So I need to add a tier. So let's see. I would put Marissa like here. I feel like she's gonna go down here because I feel like she's gonna go here because people are gonna figure things out, right? And I do think that she's not gonna be S. You know what I'm saying? I'm back finally off work. Nice. I don't think she's gonna be S. I think she's gonna be S in the very beginning. I feel like she's gonna fall off because people are gonna figure things out. And I mean fall off as in like the autopilot stuff, the stuff that's working in the S tier will stop working. Not that she's gonna be down here as far as like booty. But I do feel like people are gonna peg her. Oh, she's not that good. Dawson was S tier in the beginning. And then he moved down to like here or here. And then now he's back up here because of changes and stuff. But he's safe. He's just a safe pick. If you're on paper, he's definitely like he's always gonna feel like here. JP, that's what I'm saying. See, you said this. You said the same exact thing that I'm saying. I was just saying that. Here to here, like it's literally gonna be like this. Because she's not, like I'm telling you, all that charging and all that stuff, it looks cool and it looks good. And I think that you're gonna have to be a master of her to make her feel like she's up here. When the meta develops. In the very beginning, she's gonna be here. I agree with you. But yeah, I think she's gonna be down here. And I also think he's gonna be down here once people figure it out. Blanka is a sleeper pick, I feel like. I feel like Blanka. I feel like Blanka's A plus. I feel like he has all the tools. I feel like he has the little Blanka Chan that's going to be really good later on. I feel like he's very solid even without the gimmicks. And with the gimmicks, I think he's going to be really good. He may be a sleeper S, man. I don't know. Definitely A plus though. You said Blanka A? Oh, okay. You said DJ's B. DJ will be B. I think he'll be good, but not a lot will play him. I think DJ's gonna be good. I think so. the parries. One of the biggest things in the game is parry. People are going to be trying to parry like a fool, and you're going to have a natural reaction to things that the character does. If his fake looks just like his fireball, meaning like he puts his hand up and then just doesn't do it, excuse me, you're going to naturally react with parry if you're trying to look for it, right? You're going to be wasting gauge, wasting gauge, wasting gauge. So I agree with you. I think he'll be around B. I think he'll be very tricky. I think you're going to be wasting a lot of drive gauge versus this character. Right. And see, I would almost put him in A because I think he's going to be really good when it comes to making you lose drive. He's going to be really good at, it depends on how good his fakes are, right? Like that jump thing he's doing with the fake and all that. It depends on where but I think he'll be around A. So I would say, cause that's below A plus and S. I would say here, I'd say about here. Cammy looks like she's S, but I don't know. I don't think she's going to be S tier. I think that depend. I gotta see how good her stuff is, right? Off of first impression, she looks really good. But I'll even put her in S because she looks really good. She looks really good. The way they made this game too, I noticed you can't just parry things. Like it seems like a lot of things the answer will be parry, but a lot of people have like fakes or they can shorten their moves and things like that. And she has some fakes as well. I think she might be S in the very beginning, but she's gonna be extra hard to use. You know what I'm saying? I think. Right, that's what I'm saying, right? Like I agree with you. Low A plus. I agree with that, right? Because I feel like she's gonna be extra hard, right, to master. But I feel like once you, yeah, I agree. I think she'll be S for a week. I agree, and I think she's gonna be like, oh my god, this is hard as mess. I really do. Yeah, I agree with that. You said Kimberly B? I think, yeah, I would give Kimberly B as well. I don't think Kimberly's like really good. Or I put A, but we'll say A. That's what I meant to say. A. I think she's gonna be A or B. Actually, she might be B. It depends on how fake and how good her setups are. If she has really good setups, she'll be A. But if not, she'll be B. I see. Yeah, there's not gonna be a lot of Kimberly players. I agree with that. It's crazy because both of the black folks. But nah, I don't think I agree with that. I don't think Kimberly's gonna be that well. I will put her in B, but I also think she's good though. I think later on as the meta develops, she won't be that good. You're gonna have to be real setup heavy, really good with the bombs and things like that. That's what I think. I don't think her neutral is gonna be very, very prevalent. That's the word, prevalent, when it comes to that. Chun-Li feels like B to me. The reason Chun-Li feels like B is because Chun-Li has to use a lot of drive gauge to get a knockdown. She burns out, at least from what I've seen from my boy. She burns out every single time she gets a whiff punish. She burns out when she gets whatever, just burn out every round. The biggest thing about her though that might push her up to me, right? It might push her up here. And the reason why I say is because I feel like she's going to be really good at that kind of game. And also, when she's pressuring you like that, every time she does do that, she's pushing you to the corner. And I noticed that when your opponent is burnt out and they're mid-screen, especially when they have you in the corner but they're burnt out, it doesn't seem that bad for the opponent. You know what I mean? You have to chase them down. They have a full screen to go back and fight back, getting their drive gauge back. So I put her at A. You said Luke. I think Luke is really good. I really do. I think Luke is very bland. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Luke isn't D, bro. I think Luke is just bland. I think he's really good, but nobody's trying to play him because he's like bland as mess. I think that's his issue. If people wouldn't look at his blandness, I feel like people would be like, yo, he's really good. But he's so bland that people are like, oh my God, he sucks, right? But it's like, this dude has a DP, he has great fireballs. His normals move forward. I don't think it's D character. His normals move forward. He can, I just think it's a good Luke. Yeah, Luke is bland and basic, right? He is bland. He's very bland. He's very basic. But look at his damage, though. Mm-hmm. C. I could see C. But I definitely think that in the very beginning, I feel like using Luke is going to be awesome because you got characters like Marissa, Dawson, DJ, Blanca, Cammy, Kimberly, JP, Manon, whatever they like to say. These characters are going to be hard as mess. In the very beginning, I think he's going to be here. Or, shit, I think his ass might be up here in the very beginning. I think he'll drop down here. Right? Because I think that he has a very solid game plan. He's just so bland. But I think he's going to be great in the beginning because he's going to be super easy to use. Let's delete the demo from my brains. The demo, obviously, he's going to be good in the very beginning because of the demo, right? But just thinking about very basic and new people are still learning all this hard stuff, he's going to be great. E Honda, shit, he up here. I see what you're saying. I see that. Well, that's not a bad way to look at it. Yeah, that's not a bad way to look at it. After a week and a half, yeah, that's not a bad way to look at it. I don't think he pressures the drive gauge very well, right? So I might even move him down here because I don't think he pressures the drive gauge very well. He does do because his pressure would be through fireballs, right? Shit, he Honda. That's it. I'm not done with him. I think he might be up here though. I think he Honda might be here. If he pressures the drive gauge like I think he's going to, and if he's able to get headbutt safely, I think he's going to be up here. I think he got a command grab that's doing half your HP. He's going to be a solid wall. I think he's going to be like S tier or A plus tier. He's going to be strong for sure. Yeah, I think he's going to be strong. Yeah. Who was the last person I was talking about? Oh, Luke. All right, I talked about Luke. Okay. Jamie, man, Jamie might be down here. For me, Jamie feels super hard to use. Not to use. He feels super hard to do things with. When he drinks, he doesn't even get the level. Like if he put the drink in his mouth, you hit him, he doesn't even get the level. That needs to be changed. Also, his anti-fireball move is trash. His dive kick hurt boxes is bad. He's a good character. Like this tier list is close. It's tight. Not saying he can't do stuff, but it's like you're going through a lot of trouble to not get a lot. Now, when he gets to level 4, that's cool, but I got to get to level 4. And it's not easy to get to level 4, in my opinion, without getting hits over and over and over. And then to get to level 4, you have to give up damage to get drinks. You have to give up Oki to get drinks. And I don't know if his... I don't know if his level 4... He's pretty honest. Yeah, he's pretty honest. I would say he's pretty honest. He's relatively honest. I think that it's hard for me to say he is top without seeing more. His level, it depends on how good his level 4 is, right? We don't actually know how good it is, how ridiculous it may make him. There may be some stuff that we're like, whoa, that's actually cheap as mess. But for right now, he does feel pretty honest. He feels like G in a sense where, oh, I can get these level ups or I can go for Oki. But it almost seems like G is better than Jamie without levels. G's pretty good, or at least he was when he first started out. I don't know about now. But without levels, he seems still pretty strong. Jamie feels like, man, I gotta get level 1, or I'm not gonna have my dive kick or my target combo, and this is about to be really hard for me. So, you're giving up. You're not gonna be afraid of Jamie's after the first hit. I mean, until the first drink or first hit. You know what I mean? When I played somebody with Guile, speaking of Guile, we're gonna do Guile next. When I played somebody with Guile, it almost felt like, oh, until he gets level 1, I'm about to have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't feel good for him. It felt very, very easy until he got dive kick. That first drink is very important. And you're not just gonna get the drink for free. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's all right. Guile, he's gonna start off. Guile C for you. Guile's gonna start off right here. He's gonna start off right here. He's gonna start off right here in the S tier, right? I say after a couple days, he's gonna go down here. I don't think he's that good. I think he pressures the drive gauge okay, but nah, I don't think fireballs are gonna be that great in this game. He doesn't have a lot of pressure. They need to make like perfect booms plus or something. Perfect booms aren't even plus. They would need to make perfect booms plus or something for me to say, okay, this is going to be really good. The fact that he's doing this, when people start at the open beta C. Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm just saying. I feel like he feels super. Oh my God, he's just throwing Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. He's definitely above Jamie. Let's go put that there. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. I'm like, that's not actually good. Parry, 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 parry. You know what I mean? So it's all right. Like, now he can keep you at bay. I think he's going to be a very good wall, which is why I made him move him up here, because he's going to be a good wall. You're not just going to get in on him, but he's not going to pressure you a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep him at above this, but I think he'll be either here or here. Yeah. JP, everybody's talking about how cheap this dude is. I'm gonna put him in A+. I think that he's going to be good, very good actually. I may even put him here because I think the biggest, so people are always talking about his full screen command grab, but talking about, oh, he could do overhead projectile, he could do a low projectile, he could do all this and all that. The biggest thing I'm looking at for this character, he has feints. The feints are gonna be super, super strong. When he uses his stuff, once again, just like DJ, but his is gonna be scary because DJ, you know what I mean? For some of his stuff, he has to be at a certain range, but for JP, this dude can do his stuff full screen. So the fact that you know that this thing is coming at you full screen, you're going to more than likely naturally parry. He's going to feint. You're going to lose more drive gauge than you would if you had just blocked it. I almost think that in this game versus people like DJ and JP, depending on where my drive gauge is at, especially DJ, I don't want to be using my parry. I just want to block, because if I parry and he feints, I'm losing more meter than I would have lost in the first place, right? And I think JP is one of those guys who's really going to threaten the drive gauge. He's really going to threaten everything. Once he puts this crap in the air, depending on how long it takes for it to blow up, a lot can happen. So I would put this guy at the top of A+. He might be here. We'll put him S. We'll put him S. We'll just put him on S, right? We'll put him S because I feel like he's gonna be that dude, and he should be that dude. You know what I mean? He's the boss of the game. Go ahead with your bad self. I think Juri's gonna be A+. Juri's super solid. She's good buttons. She has a great game plan. She can zone. She can go in. She gets to do whatever move she wants off of stocks. She can get 3 fireballs with 3 stocks. Yeah, she's solid. That's what I'm saying. I don't think she's ever going to be bad. I don't think she's ever going to be necessarily the best. Yeah, she has good walk speed. There's really nothing bad about her. She has a dive kick. I mean, she has a drive rush that goes across the stage. I think she's at the top of A+. Maybe not S, but she's very, very solid. Like, she's really good. And yeah, I think that's where she would be right here. Because I don't. She's gonna be one of those characters that she's just good. I mean, she's kind of like what's the character I'm thinking of? I don't even remember. But regardless, she's gonna be good. She's very good. You think A? I mean, she could either be A or A plus. I just think she's very, very solid. I think she's gonna move in between these. So I don't necessarily think you're wrong. I think she'll move in between these like this, right? Ah, I see, I see, I see. I can see that. Yeah, I can see. I can see her down here as well, because she could be, like I said, like because she's kind of like Chun in the sense that she's very solid, but she gets like a bunch of stuff. She has a bunch of stuff, right? I would even put her here. I put her like here, right? Because I don't think she's necessarily A, but she may not be at the top of A plus as well. I don't think a lot of niggas. I don't think a lot of people would put E Honda where I'm putting them. I think E Honda's a sleeper. People are sleeping on him, but we'll see. Ken's solid. He's good. We don't really know too much about him. I'll probably put him at the top of B. This isn't super, super ordered, but I'm definitely going to put him at the top of B. I don't think he's going to be like crazy. And see, B is good, right? I don't want people to think. You think his Jinrai makes him? See, that's the thing, though. That's what I'm saying, right? That's why I'm saying like top of B. I don't know about too much about his Jinrai, right? I'm not exactly sure about it. I don't know if it's really freaking good or if I'm just booty right now, because it did shit. Jinrai felt like this. To me, Jinrai felt S tier. I'm like, what is this crap? You gotta guess if he's gonna do this. Yeah, it's bait material, right? And Jinrai feels S tier, the move itself, right? So I guess I gotta kind of put him at the bottom of A, right? It does feel like, bro, what is this? You know what I mean? It feels like you almost need to want to waste those 2 bars to this view reversal and get him out of there, right? So I can agree with that. I agree with that. Jinrai, that one move makes him feel really good. What, the view reversal? Will it be yes, drive reversal. Yes, drive reversal. I mean, yeah. I want to test that actually after this. I can't. Yeah, the demo doesn't have training mode. All right, let me see. This weekend I'll test it. Lily? I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys. What would you guys place Lily? Because I really don't know. I gotta see more. Her buttons. Her buttons seem like they're pretty good. I guess it depends on the frame data. Her being plus, I may have to put her somewhere in A. I just put her somewhere. Her being plus is gonna be good, but at the same time, it depends on how parryable it is. Depends on if you can just drive impacted. Yeah, Lily's a hard one. I agree. She's a hard one. I don't know. She's almost like a question mark. I really don't know where she'll be. Right, 50s with a command grab, but how fast are her buttons? How fast are her buttons? What's the hurt box? What's the hit boxes? For her, I need to see a lot more. Like, I'll put her B because I don't really know, but I think she'll be good. It's kind of hard to say, so like maybe A. I don't know. That's a hard one, man. For Lily, I don't know. Yeah, I'll put us around there because I like in the middle because I really don't know where she'll be. She seems like she can be really freaking good or just all right. This character right here, Ryu. I'm putting Ryu A+. I don't know if he's going to be S tier, but he's definitely going to be good. He has freaking throw loops. First and foremost, everybody does, but he has throw loops. He has solid damage. He has solid buttons. Well, not solid damage. He has ridiculous damage. He has solid buttons. He got some stuff. I think he has his conversions are really good, and it's kind of going off of what I've seen so far. Obviously, right? This isn't a solidified tier list, but I think that he's up there with the best of them this time around at the beginning of the game. He was like that in Street Fighter 5 too. He was like supposed to be the best character in the game. Him or Chun-Li, or Dawson. And in season 2, he got nerfed like a fool. Nash, yep, Nash. Like the best characters in the game. I think right now he's really strong. Ryu. We'll see. We'll really see when the game comes out, and we'll see what he has more to offer. But dungeon mode seems good. He can get that and have that the whole thing, and he has nasty conversions with that. He seems like he's pretty good. Donkey Kick is pretty good on this game. Like I said, his conversions are really nasty. I get crazy damage off of that simple conversion I do in the corner, and I've seen people do way more. So I think he's going to be about 8+. I think his hits into drive rush are really good. He can do the 1-bar drive rush conversions, without using the 3 bars. I mean, he seems like he's very, very good. Where are you placing this character? Zangief. From what you've seen, where are you placing Zangief? Because I'm not a Zangief guy for real. I don't really know how good his stuff is going to be. The top of A, I see that. Because if you would have said S, we would have had an argument. Because I think once the game really, really develops, you may not want to command grab a good player. Unless his buttons are really freaking good, because once you make yourself go out, you got to get back in. You know what I mean? And the damage is good, but just like I know that if you're playing... Right, yep, exactly. Like when you played against the Zangief at that tournament, you know what I'm talking about. If he didn't have Oki, what would he have done? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? He would not have even got to that point on you. And that's my point. That's going to be bad. That's not going to be bad necessarily. It depends on the player. It's not going to necessarily be bad. But somebody like Snake Eyes, he's going to be okay. But people who really, really need that Oki, that's not going to be good. I almost want you to command grab me. Instead of take the throw, it's take the command grab. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, because it's like, okay, you command grab me, especially mid-screen. Mid-screen is going to be like, all right, appreciate you. I'm back in the range I want to be. And that's anybody versus Zangief. Okay, what's the question you got? That's true. Yeah. That's a good one. I don't know. Without EX, I don't know. Because the regular one doesn't have armor, right? In Street Fighter 5. You can just hit it, I think. But I know that. Yeah, okay, even if he has spin meter. Now, if he has a spin meter, I hope he gets a hit of armor. That could be strong. Yes, depending on if it's true, yes, that would be strong. That would be strong. That almost would. Yeah. If he can do anything after command grab, like drive rush, we got to see the range that he's at. But it doesn't look like it's good. We've seen kind of the range he's at. It doesn't look good. It looks like, okay, like you did all this damage, but you needed to do all this damage because now I'm about to do some more damage to you. Yeah, he has the RSPD. Yep. I know. I don't know. It really depends on the ranges he ends up at and the ranges he can get back to in the hitboxes of these moves. Right? Like the ranges, the grab ranges and stuff. It really depends on a lot of that. Because what if he can do heavy SPD drive rush and he's in light SPD range? We don't know. But it doesn't look like he is. It looks like he's out of there. It looks like he has to be done, you know what I'm saying, with his pressure, unless you allow him to get back in. I think this character right here, I think she's gonna be where are you gonna be? I think you are going to be, depending on how good, well, not depending on anything, she has good buttons, I think she's gonna be somewhere in here. Yeah, I think she's gonna be somewhere in A+. If I had to say, I think, but shit, I think she's below Blanca. Honestly, I think she's below Blanca. She could be. I think. Well, let me. If I had to order this tier list, if I had to order this, I'll order at the end, but I'll put her here. I'll put her here. I might not order it because it's gonna be a lot of ordering, but I'll put her here. I would say she's gonna be A plus. I think that she's going to be really good, depending on how easy it is for her to get her medals. The fact that she could spin through fireballs to get her medals. The fact that she can do her combos into a hit grab to get medals. It's not gonna be hard to get medals. And she looks like she's pretty close afterwards to get some type of Oki. It looks like you can do drive rush into that command grab, to the spinning lunge command grab. So that means you can get drive rush command grab. If she can do drive rush into her heavy punch, right? You're gonna be trying to jump out of that command grab. She's gonna heavy punch you in. You're gonna have to guess. If her command, I think her command grab is 5 frames. If it's 5 frames, that's a legit guess. You know, and if you're trying to parry a strike, well, hee. If she has 5 with a punish counter, boy, good luck. If she has 3 with a punish counter, man, that's gonna be good. So I would put her A plus. Yeah. Now let me look back over this tier list. Let me see. I think. So A plus. E Honda, I think E Honda and Blanca definitely. I think Cammy definitely. Jury, yeah. Ryu, yeah. Manon, yeah. She's really a question mark, but okay. A, Ken's A. Yeah, Chan A. DJ's, he's gonna be solid. I think A. Outside of fakes, he'll be solid. My boy, I'm gonna say he's A. If I had to change it, it would be maybe here. We don't know how he's going to be versus the drive gauge, like fully. How can you parry if you can parry his stuff, or how reactable his stuff is too. But I don't think he's going to be like that bad down here anywhere. Zangief, okay. Marissa, I did think people are gonna figure her out, but I think that a master is going to be up here. I think a master of this guy is going to be up here. I think a master of this guy is going to be up here. I think a master of this guy is going to be up here. It's going to feel like this. I think these... I think that... Yeah. I think these 4. And maybe even her. Maybe even him. I think when you master the characters, they're going to feel like this. I think this sounds good to me. Where when the people that master these characters, they're still going to be down here. Right? They're still going to be where they were. But I think they're going to feel like they're S tier because it's going to be a lot going on. And when you're able to master the mechanics, master mechanic counters, this character right here, they're going to feel like they're S tier. I think they're still going to have some issues that make them where they were. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Exactly what Idom did with Laura. I think she feels like she's S tier, but she's still not S tier. Laura's not S tier. You know what I mean? So I think that's exactly what that's going to look like. I think that's going to look just like that. When it develops, I think people are going to think, oh man, these are so cheap. Oh my God, Dawson's so cheap. Marissa's so cheap. Blanca, man, what is this? You know what I mean? But these guys aren't really that good. It's just mastery over the character that makes them look that good. Mastery over the character, and also they're going to be a bunch of knowledge checks with all those characters I just put up there. They're going to be knowledge checks. Knowledge checks with definitely E Honda. Knowledge checks with Blanca. Knowledge checks with Dawson and Marissa. They're going to be knowledge checks all day, every day. It's going to be knowledge checks, and there's also going to be a bunch of mix going on. Mix between buttons, mix between faking stuff, mix between uncharged punches with Marissa, charged punches, stretchy limbs with Dawson, unstretched limbs. It's going to be a lot of that going on. So that's why I say mastery over the character. But on paper, honestly, they won't be that good. It's S anyway. It's S. But I think, yeah, that's my tier list. I'll go with that.